Hello and welcome to Yoga for Recovery, or 15-minute recovery. It is good to be here. I'm glad that we can't see the side where my bike from the weekend is because I haven't washed it yet. It was really disgusting on Saturday. Lots of mud puddles, some great gravel in northern Wisconsin. So I hope that your weekend was outstanding for training and recovery, or training and racing. There was a lot going on in Wisconsin, a lot going across the country. I think we are in full race mode between running and cycling and triathlon. So the purpose of our sessions is on Monday nights is to simply get a little blood flowing. Speed recovery, you sort of can speed recovery, but we're trying to aid recovery and help our muscles move a little bit better after the weekend. So we're going to start in a butterfly pose, a seated butterfly. And these are stretches that we did as kids, but we did them in a not very productive way. We grabbed a hold of our feet or our ankles, and we just pulled our heads down and tried to, it's like, oh, no. Exhale. Let's kind of inhale into your belly and exhale and come forward. So the idea of the exhale is to just relax. We're not trying to like force air out or exhale. We're just inhaling into our belly and then letting the air come out. And when we do that, we are just leaning forward and letting our knees relax so that they fall open. Nearly every week that we do the recovery, which are always recorded, and then I put them on the website so that if you get one of the video on demand memberships or you take the yoga classes online, those are all part of what we do. And then we hold these for a little while, trying to create more of a full 15-minute practice, so it's not really full, but just really trying to create some mobility in our hips and our back and our shoulders. All right, then, we're tight today. We're going to come into a half a butterfly, which is essentially having one leg forward. So I have my left leg flat on the ground and my right knee bent and my right foot inside of my left thigh. The key to this is that there's going to be a little rotation. So the inhale is going to be pulling into the belly, and the exhale is going to be trying to bring the middle of your chest to your knee. Now you might end up putting a foot underneath your knee because that may help open things up a little bit. So when you're coming down, your forehead to your knee or the middle of your chest to your knee, again, you're trying to not pull yourself. You are simply trying to fold forward, and you're going to start feeling this maybe in the sides of your hips and in your back, maybe in your hamstrings on your left side, maybe a little bit in your inner thigh in your right, but again, just keep falling forward. And just a reminder that I do believe that the Bucks are playing tonight, and I'm not big into ball sports. I shouldn't say ball sports, but into sports like that. But it is always fun to see the local team, the Milwaukee team, continue to have a good year after winning the finals last year. I'm going to do a couple more of these. It's all about just slow movement and letting your body naturally open. Because it will. It'll be, I don't know if you've noticed, but I've gone from being unable to lean forward to leaning pretty far forward. All right, so now we're going to switch legs, extend your right leg forward, and when you're doing this, you may notice a big difference in how your body responds here to wherever side works. So we'll inhale, and then we're going to just do the same thing. And so I'm feeling a little more tightness in my left hip, which is typical for my hips. I'm just trying to lean forward. So inhale, come up. Exhale, and lean forward. And again, I'm trying to kind of just rotate a little bit. So instead of trying to come straight down, I'm trying to rotate a little bit so that my head and my forehead are coming down towards my kneecap. So I was up in Leona, Wisconsin on Saturday doing the Bear 100. And it was the first kind of race on gravel. The other rides, they start off as big groups and they kind of become races. But I didn't treat them either, any of those things, as races. But I tried to race this weekend and did the 70 mile. And it was just, the course was gorgeous. It was just beautiful up there. All right, good. Now we are going to come onto our backs. And we're going to reverse a little bit of what we were just doing. So come onto your back with your knees open. And we'll bring our feet to the outside of the mat and we'll do something called windshield wipers, although I have been wondering what these were called before there were cars, because windshield wipers are cars. I have no idea. So the idea is that on the inhale, we'll inhale and then exhale and drop your knees over to the left. But the key is to bring the right knee in to your left ankle. So that's the primary. So you're going to feel this along the right side of your body. Inhale, bring them back. Exhale, rotate down. Whoa, holy tightness, Batman. Inhale up, exhale. Terrible thing happened this weekend. We play a lot of cribbage. I don't know if you knew that, but we do. Kate and I, my wife. And somehow, somebody, I'm not going to say who, well, it could have been an accident, spilled glue all over our deck of cards, our Harry Potter deck of cards. I just don't know how I'm going to deal with that. I know, that was bad. I'm sorry. I apologize for these bad jokes, but I'm really not sorry. Let's do one more. And down. Start in a Sphinx pose, but hopefully we'll end up in a Cobra. So we're just going to roll over. It doesn't matter if you're forward or backwards. And so I'm on my belly and my legs. Elbows are underneath my shoulders. My hands are out front. And in Sphinx pose, we are just trying to open up our front body, but really what ends up happening is that we are trying to lengthen and open the muscles in our back. Especially if we were cyclists, we were hunched over our bikes, and we are trying to reverse that. So the inhale is to relax. The exhale is to try to lengthen your spine as if somebody was trying to pull on your knees, on your ears. And if this is feeling okay, you can come into a Cobra Pose, where now your arms are straight and we're trying to drop our hips to the ground. So the inhale is to lift up your hips a little bit, and the exhale is to let them fall open. This makes this a little bit of a challenge in terms of there's actually work that's happening here. So every time I exhale, I'm trying to let my hips just my hip flexors also start to open and lengthen. And really focus on trying to breathe into your belly with your mouth closed. And do one more breath. Good. All right. If you want to, you can come back into a quick child's pose. Bring your knees wide. Sit your butt back towards your heels. Extend your arms. And we'll try to just simply drop our collarbones to the mat on the exhale. The inhale might be to lift up your torso. And we'll do one more of these. Okay. There you go. Yoga for recovery. 15 minutes and, well, not even. 13 minutes. And now we're done. Facebook Live. I will get to them. If you want to talk more about yoga for everyday endurance athletes, come to the website, set up a virtual coffee, or just check out what we have at simpleendurancecoaching.com. We'll see you soon. Thanks. Take care.